Live from KSAT 12, the 6 o'clock news starts right now.
And first at 6, the holiday weekend is officially here.
Yeah, that's our live look at our TransGuide camera. It's on I-10 at New Braunfels. Look at that traffic, especially look at that left lane right there on the right-hand side. I mean, no one's going anywhere. People are making their way home or out of town to see relatives. And for those of you staying at home, thank you for the company.
Yes, indeed. Meteorologist Adam Caskey joining us right off the top here to talk about the weather. Is anything going to cause us any problems?
Actually, the weather is perfect for traveling around the state and even neighboring states around here. You look at our time lapse and all we have is a thin layer of clouds coming in from the southwest. Temperature wise today, it was cooler than average. Actually, you felt the chill this morning, 38 degrees. That's how cool it got earlier this morning, then 68 for the high temperature. Right now, we've got a mixture of 50s and 60s. Rock Springs Junction, 57, 56 in Kerrville, 62 officially at the airport in town. Meanwhile, burning 57 in Castroville, 65. Cooling off pretty efficiently this evening despite some increasing clouds. Temperatures falling down into the 40s, and by tomorrow morning, I think we'll be in the low 40s in San Antonio. We'll talk about the rest of Thanksgiving Day and an update to the chance of a few showers and that time frame for it coming up in a bit. Steph?
Adam, thank you. So here's an early holiday gift. Locally, gas prices are lower than they are across the state. According to AAA, the average cost for a gallon of regular gas in Bexar County is $2.62. Now, across the state, it averages $2.75 a gallon. Meanwhile, the national average sits at $3.28.
To other stories we're following tonight, we are seeing the moment a San Antonio police officer shot a man who the department has claimed was armed with a gun. San Antonio police releasing that video of the incident this afternoon. It's
body camera footage, and in it you can see the officer trying to get the man's attention. The officer says that the man had a gun in his waistband. Listen.
Hey, come here, bro. Let me talk to you.
The video also shows the officer getting out of the patrol car. It happened in an apartment complex on South General McMullen. He chased after the man, tried to tase him, but couldn't. The man then tripped and fell.
The officer says the two struggled over the man's gun. That's when police say the suspect reached toward his waistband to grab it, and the officer stepped back and shot him several times. The man died at the scene. Now the district attorney's office is investigating all of this, and the officer is on administrative leave, which is protocol for the department. A San Antonio City Councilwoman says a major road is getting updates to make it more pedestrian friendly. It was part of our Know My Neighborhood series. We've told you about how neighbors in Westwood Square have concerns about Castroville Road near Dahlgreen. Earlier this month, we showed you some speed trailers San Antonio Police Department installed to help. Neighbors wanted to know how the data collected from it would be used. Councilwoman Terry Castillo says it'll all be part of a traffic analysis there.
I think it adds additional data and support for the best product that's going to be installed within the corridor of Dahlgreen and Castroville.
KSAT just launched the Know My Neighborhood project. So far, we've been to Westwood Square and Alamo Ranch, and next month we'll be headed to Dignowity. To view the stories we've done so far and some of the changes that have come with them, just head to this page on our website at ksat.com. Her life has been at stake countless times, but this local young woman has still managed to turn her pain into progress for other kids.
You know, when Rebecca Taylor discovered that she had severe pancreatitis, her family also found out that there were no resources, so they created them.
Yeah, they tell Courtney Friedman about the prestigious once-in-a-lifetime award they just won.
21-year-old Rebecca Taylor is at Texas A&M Junior studying engineering and medicine to one day cure pancreatitis.
One of the most painful diseases, if not in the entire world.
It's the disease that has tried to claim her life many times since she was 7 years old, prompting more than 1,500 days hospitalized and 150 surgeries, including a pancreas transplant.
I have a neurological disease that attacks different organs, and it focuses on one at a time.
For every other organ, there were pediatric doctors, support groups, and research, except for the pancreas. She realized kids all over the nation were getting wrong diagnoses and feeling hopeless. That's why she and her mom, Kristen, founded Rebecca's Wish in 2017.
We trained the first pediatric doctor who was able to we've planted them all around the United States, and we're working on a couple more so that children don't have to travel.
It's helping financially so that they're not under so much water, but also their education, mental health, forming other connections.
The work so astounding it landed them George H.W. Bush's prestigious Points of Light Award.
This is a $25,000 grant. We have a huge ceremony. There's only 4 people that get this.
Last month, they went to the star-studded ceremony in Washington, D.C.
One of the winners, of course, Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, who has been a hero of mine for a very long time.
But it wasn't just standing next to their heroes. It was allowing those people to see and now support their mission.
You have a ton of children who are all just floundering because they don't have a place to go. So to have that attention brought on it, that's pretty amazing.
As is she, weaving her energy and studies in and out of hospital stays with one goal: to save others. Courtney Friedman, KSAT 12 News.
Congratulations to her and her family. In other news now, lawyers for the Ken Paxton whistleblowers are moving forward with the Travis County lawsuit, and that's thanks to a Burnett County judge who's cleared the way for lawyers to ask the Attorney General and his top aides to sit down for a deposition. Now, those whistleblowers, if you remember, they sued Paxton back in 2020 after they say they were wrongly fired for reporting Paxton to the FBI. Now, they almost reached a settlement back in February, but then the Texas House members wanted to use the money that would have gone to the whistleblowers to investigate the claims for themselves. And that's what led to Paxton's eventual impeachment. Now the whistleblowers are getting another shot with the original 2020 lawsuit after Paxton was acquitted of all the articles of impeachment back in September. Those lawyers have proposed depositions that they start mid-December, starting with Paxton himself, which would be December 12th.
Investigators in Plano are still working to figure out what caused a single-engine plane to go down on the doorstep of a strip mall last night. Take a look. That plane crashed around 6 last night and landed on a car which caught on fire. By the time first responders got there, it was too late for the pilot. He was pronounced dead. Nobody was in the car that the plane crashed into, and no bystanders were hurt on the ground. We still don't have a word on the pilot's name, and the Federal Aviation Administration hasn't said if the plane was trying to take off or land when the crash occurred. New York Governor Kathy Hochul says there's no indication that the car explosion on the Rainbow Border Bridge between the U.S. and Canada was an act of terrorism. 2 people inside that car died this afternoon after it sped from the American side of the bridge into a border checkpoint in Niagara Falls. That explosion forcing the closure of 3 other border crossings near that one and sent the entire area into high alert.
Now, a hostage deal between Israel and Hamas could start as soon as tomorrow morning. The outline of that agreement includes a 4-day ceasefire, and that would allow the release of hostages held by Hamas for the exchange of Palestinians imprisoned in Israel. ABC's Justin Finch tells us how that deal would work.
Missile fire and flares over Gaza City Wednesday. Israel and Hamas militants intensifying attacks as the 2 sides near the start of a 4-day humanitarian pause. Over that time, Hamas has agreed to release 50 women and children its militants and other groups are holding hostage. And Israel has agreed to release 150 Palestinian women and teenage prisoners. President Biden touting the deal as a testament to diplomacy. The U.S., Egypt, and Qatar helping to broker the agreement, which Hamas says will allow shipments of humanitarian relief, medical aid, and fuel to enter most of Gaza. But some human rights and humanitarian aid agencies are pressing for more.
This is not humanitarian access. It's a joke. 4 days is nothing. I mean, we need more. We need to have access to the population.
Israel has said it's open to extending the pause by 1 extra day for every 10 hostages Hamas releases. In Gaza, hopes for a longer war pause.
We hope it will extend and expand to become a permanent ceasefire so that this terrible war could end.
But Israel's prime minister says the war will not end until Hamas is eliminated and all hostages are returned. This woman waiting for word on her husband and 2 children held captive in Gaza.
I'm very nervous and frustrated, and I'm waiting for news.
The White House says at least 9 Americans and 1 green card holder are among the missing. Several hospitals in Israel are now preparing to treat hostages after their release, including readying special accommodations for them and their families. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Back here at home, we're one day from the annual Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving dinner. We know that, listen to this, more than 550 turkeys have been prepared. They're going to serve 25,000 people in San Antonio.
It is a big party. It is a fun one, too. The Alamo City staple is also free and open to anyone. Organizers have planned for months and months, and they've been working around the clock all week to get the turkey and fixings ready for tomorrow. The doors will open at 9 a.m. Thursday morning, that's tomorrow, Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center downtown.
So here's the deal, though. If you need a ride to get there, VIA is offering free bus rides to that dinner.
Go have some fun, get some turkey.
Yeah. So coming up, Meals on Wheels delivers thousands of meals every day. But here's the thing, on Thanksgiving, it's about way more than just feeding people. Also this, how to budget for your holiday shopping. I know you're thinking about it. So we'll break down some tips and tricks before you go to the store. That's next on the news at 6. Tonight on the Night Beat, we answer a question. Is it an abuse of power? A Bexar County Sheriff's deputy accused of flashing his gun while confronting a teenager. Tonight on the Night Beat, KSAT investigates those accusations and if that sheriff's deputy faced any consequences.
Meals on Wheels of San Antonio is one day away from delivering thousands of Thanksgiving meals to seniors all across the Alamo City. And this year, they are upping their effort. More than 1,800 pounds of turkey, 3,700 pounds of side dishes, all being prepared with brand new kitchen equipment. Meals on Wheels staff will report early tomorrow morning to get ready to deliver all those Thanksgiving meals. It's a personal touch, they say, brings cheer to more than 2,300 seniors in our community.
If you don't have anyone to spend that day with, that can be really hard. So we're really excited that our volunteers get to go and basically say Happy Thanksgiving, kick off that holiday season, and it makes them feel really special that people are taking their time on this day to do that for them.
Those volunteers will be heading out around 9 o'clock tomorrow morning to start those Thanksgiving meal deliveries.
They'll be joining all the travelers out there.
That's right. A mad dash of travelers are hitting the roads right now and taking to the skies ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday.
And the number of people traveling for Thanksgiving this year is expected to break records. ABC's Rena Roy has the story.
Millions of travelers navigating their way through airports across the country, with Thanksgiving travel hitting its peak Wednesday. The TSA expecting to screen more than 2.7 million passengers.
You just have to prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
The FAA says more than 50,000 flights will take off today alone, many making sure to play it safe, giving themselves plenty of time.
I like to come early. I felt there might be a couple million people coming through the airport over the next week.
The busy travel period could also be impacted by a severe storm moving across the country, and that snow and rain may affect the millions expected to get behind the wheel.
The demand is definitely there to travel. Today will be the busiest travel day, especially out there on the roadways.
But the silver lining, gas prices are down on average about 35 cents from the same time last year.
And a timing tip from experts for your drive home from the holiday. Be sure to avoid the roads on Saturday and Sunday between 3 and 5 p.m. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
At this point, you're probably thinking about holiday shopping too. We know that it can get expensive. So we asked experts how you can save money. Well, they recommend buying gifts when the sales are hot. So we're talking days like Black Friday, which is this Friday, Cyber Monday, which is next Monday, and also Super Saturday, which is December 23rd, and also take advantage of free shipping day on December 14th.
Try to dial back a little bit, maybe shave a little bit of budget off of each person who you're buying for.
So if you have to travel next month, they also recommend booking your flights or your hotels as early as possible. Also paying with a cash or a debit card to avoid racking up debt in January.
Gift cards, correct.
Yes.
Take a live look outside on this Thanksgiving Eve. Lots of traffic out there. I think that's a glitch in the computer. It doesn't really look like that.
But traffic does look like it's
cars out there.
A lot. Yeah. 62 degrees out there right now. And Adam, you were saying this is the perfect day to travel.
Hey, good travel weather all across the state and even neighboring states. So if you are hitting the road, it's A-OK. The weather is just fine, and you're not going to be guzzling extra gas because you need the air conditioner. That's the key as well. You can keep the air conditioner off in the vehicle, get a little better gas mileage. Cool Thanksgiving on the way. Temperatures below average. A few sprinkles are possible, and overall temperatures will generally be below average over the next 7 days. So let's get right to it. Starting with the rain chances. Tomorrow it's only 20%. We get into Saturday night, early Sunday morning. It's at 30%. That's about the best we can do in the foreseeable future. Here's a look at the edge of the clouds that are moving our way. You can see the edge of the cloud deck in our time lapse coming in from the southwest. We're right on the edge of it there, and a nice little sunset as well. Looking at the visible satellite imagery, you'll see that cloud, the edge of the clouds coming in from the southwest, and that's what we picked up on our camera as that moved in toward and over the Alamo City. Some rain being detected by radar down over the valley. Some of that may be evaporating before it hits the ground, and I think that's going to be a bigger situation tomorrow in terms of virga, the rain that evaporates before it hits the ground. Notice the increasing clouds coming in from Mexico. This is all part of this upper level disturbance, this counterclockwise swirl over northern Mexico that's throwing the energy and moisture our way. But we really just have the mid-level moisture that's headed our way with some of that energy. We don't have all the moisture at the ground from the Gulf of Mexico. We'll get into that in a moment and the importance of it. First of all, our futurecast. Cloudy start to the day tomorrow. Cloudy through the noon hour and a few sprinkles between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. That's our time frame or window of potential very light rain. Notice the futurecast has some yellow areas popping up on the radar tomorrow. I think that's a little too aggressive, especially considering just how dry the air is over the bottom few thousand feet of our atmosphere. And then notice after 2 o'clock, the sky actually clears out and we'll have some sunshine to finish out the day. Look at our dew points down in the 20s to near 30. That's very dry air in place. So we don't have the wind coming off the Gulf of Mexico. Even Corpus Christi, a dew point of 46. They don't get that very often. It's really this time of year and through the winter when they get that. Houston, a dew point of 31 because of that north wind that kicked in yesterday and still greeted us today. We would need a significant wind shift over a longer period of time to really get that low-level moisture in place. It's just not going to. In turn, I think a lot of what you see on the radar tomorrow will evaporate before it hits the ground. Maybe a few hundredths of an inch here and there, that's about it. Minimal impacts to travel. I want to talk about Mountain Cedar. Moderate today at 160, so it's down a little bit from yesterday, but tomorrow our wind shifts southerly. It's going to be light, but it comes out of the south-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour, so I don't anticipate the cedar breeze tomorrow. The north wind this time of year coming out of the hill country, that's our cedar breeze. Tomorrow, the Mountain Cedar forecast should drop a little bit, we think, or our forecast for the count. It should be a little bit lower. Quick look at temperatures so far this month, 1.2 degrees above average. And I have to update the coolest reading so far, 38, and that was earlier this morning. Across the state, very similar conditions, mostly some 50s, also some 60s mixed in, 61 Port SA. Tomorrow morning, we start the day at 43 in San Antonio, 36 Comfort, 37 Bandera, 41 in Gonzales. Meanwhile, Floresville, Poth, Pleasanton, 46. Then by noon, we're only at 54, then 59 for the afternoon high. So a cool day tomorrow, a cool Thanksgiving with that window of opportunity for a few sprinkles from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then we'll squeeze in a little bit of sunshine right before the sun sets tomorrow evening. High temperature trend is below average. The average is 69. We'll only get as warm as 66 on Friday and as cool as 55 for the high temperature as we get into Monday.
All right, Adam, thank you.
I will take below average any day. A new sickness is spreading in dogs all over the country. How to avoid that illness ahead of the holidays. Next on the News at 6. If you're traveling with your pet for Thanksgiving or putting them in a kennel for the travel, while you travel, a word of warning for dog owners. A contagious illness in dogs is sweeping the country, causing a seemingly never-ending cough. Ursula Perry with what it looks like and how avoiding other dogs may be the best, if not only, protection.
As holiday travel picks up, the possibility of a mysterious respiratory illness getting picked up by your dog is rising. The first sign, it might look like a common cough.
She continued to have that like dry hacking cough. And it just kind of progressed from there.
Lauren Salaya noticed her German Shepherd Maddie was suffering from what she and her vet thought was kennel cough.
We were coming back for subsequent visits that second and third time. They're like, yeah, we're starting to see more of these cases.
The mysterious disease does have symptoms similar to kennel cough, including the cough, but along with fever, lack of energy, and a loss of appetite. Vets say this virus, though, is more serious, and it can last for weeks, possibly leading to pneumonia and even death. And it's contagious. Cases of the illness have now been reported in 12 states, from Oregon to Massachusetts. Pet owners need to be on the lookout.
Typical signs are starting with a cough, eye or nasal discharge, progressing to more of a wet cough, lethargy, fever, not wanting to eat. Their gums might turn blue or purple. And at that point, definitely seek emergency medical care.
Vets say to make sure your dog is up to date on all its vaccinations. According to Texas A&M veterinary experts, there is no tracking of this particular virus in the state of Texas, but they do know that some individual veterinary clinics have reported isolated cases of the virus. The good news here is that our shelter system has not reported any outbreaks in Texas, which means if you were thinking about adopting a dog this Christmas season, there's a good chance you're in the clear. Just make sure it's had all of its vaccinations. Ursula Perry, KSAT 12 News.
That last bit is important because we're going to tell you about if you're expanding your family with a furry friend for the holidays, it just got a little easier. Animal Care Services offering discounted adoptions this Friday as part of their Black Fur Day adoption event.
Yeah, dogs and cats can be adopted for only $25. And even better, all pets have their first rounds of vaccines and they're also microchipped. The adoption discount is only going to be valid between 11 a.m. and 7 Friday evening. And pets, by the way, on a first come, first served basis. If you want a complete breakdown of the event, just look for the story on our website, KSAT.com.
Black Fur Day. I'm behind that.
Yeah.
100%.
All right, taking a look at our weather here as we go forward. Tomorrow we start the day at 43. By the afternoon, we're only 59. So plan for a cool Thanksgiving, cloudy most of the day, and then clearing out a little bit before sunset and a few sprinkles between 6 a.m. and 2 p.m., though I do think a lot of it's going to evaporate before it hits the ground. Friday, another cool morning at 42, then sunny and 66, and a few isolated light showers possible Saturday night into early Sunday, but not much for accumulation, unfortunately.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, and thank you for keeping us company during this last half hour. We'll see you right back here on the Night Beat.
Have a good evening.